Welcome to the Relatively Wrap Up Show, which is something that I just thought of.
Hey, new name.
New name.
The Relatively Wrap Up Show. So, couple things that I wanted to talk about today. We're very big on Twitter. The first of which being the Bean Dad. Did you guys see this? Did you read this? Did you hear about this? So,
on Twitter.
This guy, John Roderick, sent a long string of tweets, a big old Twitter thread about how his daughter, I don't know, 6-year-old daughter, young daughter, wanted to eat some beans. And she asked him to open up the beans. And he said, no, you do it. And she said, how? And so he pulls out a can opener and gives it to her. And she says, how? And then proceeds to go on like a 30-thread tweet about how he wouldn't tell her how to open it. He just kept telling her to figure it out and to think about how the can opener works and all of this stuff while he's doing a puzzle. He's doing a puzzle this whole time is an important part to the story. And then eventually she figures it out and they both have a good old rest of their day. And this blew up on Twitter because a lot of people are saying, you dickhead, your young child just wanted some beans. Just give her some goddamn beans. And some people are applauding him for not just giving her the answer, but having her work through the process on her own and figure out how to use the can opener.
I think the weirdest part about this story is that I think the people that reply to this were very serious about their stances on it. They're like, I'm glad I'm glad you're sticking with your morals. Don't ever show your daughter how to eat beans ever. It's like, that's disgusting.
Everybody on both sides was incredibly dug in on their opinion.
What else is new? That sounds very typical.
But like, of all the things to be so polarizing, like a guy teaching his young child how to use a can opener is a crazy hill to die on in either direction.
Would you teach your daughter or son how to use a can opener or no?
If they were being really annoying, I would just do it for them so that they would stop being annoying while I'm trying to do something. I also don't have children. I know that's not the right answer. But that was if I was faced with that situation. So right now, I'm probably not a good parent.
This guy was doing a puzzle, so his patience level is probably above 1,000 at this point. He probably isn't.
It's really probably over 9,000.
Yeah, it probably isn't phased by much, let alone some little girl that doesn't know how to open a can. So,
well, also for him. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is what I'm missing on Twitter. I mean, I know I'm not on Twitter, but this is the kind of stuff that I'm missing out on.
I might start missing out on Twitter with Devin now. With the shit, it's the story's funny. The replies just get me so heated. It's like these people are fighting over some motherfucking story about beans.
Yeah, but so there's those people, right? There's the people that are taking it very seriously and have an opinion one way or the other. But then there's the sect that I find entertaining, which is the people that have funny things to say about the whole situation. Like, you got memes making fun of the guy. You got people making fun of people on either side of it. And those are hilarious.
The trolls. You like the trolls.
But it's almost like the trolls have become the most reasonable people. I think it really is a troll job for people that are taking this way too seriously. I think those people that reply seriously have become trolls, even though they aren't trying to be.
I agree, because like, in essence, the troll is like the person that's a loser, right? Typically. And they're just like making fun of somebody or being a pain in the ass to like just be difficult and because their lives suck. But like, the people who are taking it serious are the people who are losers and whose lives suck. The people that are
the real troll here?
I don't know.
The whole
nobody's trolling
society,
because the trolls are actually the trolls are serious. They're serious about what they're saying, so they're not technically trolling, but they're the losers.
The biggest troll is Twitter Jack, the guy, because he created this awful platform for which we call Twitter.
I think we're all losers for enjoying it. Somebody tweeted once that like Twitter, the whole like every day there's somebody who is it, and the whole goal of Twitter is not to be the guy that's it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the main person that Twitter is talking about. Today was Bean Dad, which apparently I think he works with Ken Jennings, who was the the Jeopardy guy, and then people started digging up Ken Jennings' problematic tweets from like 10 years ago. So I think
What did he
Ken Jennings-
tweet?
well, okay. So there's this one. that-
Wait, wasn't that Ken Jennings has very suspect tweets? That's kind of a weird for him
I
to
think-
be like that.
I think everybody has since
I
the
for sure do.
platform's been around
I for
since
sure
like
do.
2008, 2007, and like different things were offensive then that are now, and vice versa. But in 2014, Ken Jennings said, and this is just one thing. There's probably more. Ken Jennings in 2014 said, "Nothing sadder than a hot person in a wheelchair," which is going to get you in
I
some
forget
trouble.
this. We're on video here, so I don't know. What is there supposed to be?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
that's
let me try to do
awful.
a
I
reaction.
don't think that's funny at all.
I mean,
Jennings fellow.
it's funny because it's Ken Jennings and you think, okay, he's just this really nerdy guy that knows a lot of trivia. But then like seeing him have a tweet like that, and then
Do you think it's a genuine tweet though? Like he genuinely saw someone hot in a wheelchair and
I mean, he ended it with a
nothing
period.
sadder.
I think he's serious. If you end it with a
I
period,
think he
you're
is serious.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
But
that
it's-
could be funny.
I think it's funny because in the irony, the only reason people saw this is because this other guy that kind of works with him got famous on Twitter for one day because he wouldn't help his kid open a can of beans.
It's so
And that leads to Ken Jennings possibly losing his job on Jeopardy.
people have said so much worse that have more popularity than Ken Jennings. I don't give a
Again,
fuck.
I don't know that that's the worst thing that he said. That was just the one that popped up on my timeline.
If that's what they're trying to grill him on, I'm sorry. People are just looking for new shit to get mad about. I mean,
Well, yeah.
people are just looking.
Again, that's where like the worst part of Twitter is not people that say offensive things. It's the people that get fake upset when you know that they have no dog in the fight and they don't really care. It's just like, I gotta glob on and try and get this guy fired because I got nothing better to do. Like-
I miss the wild west of 2011 to 2013 Twitter. Just anything goes. And nobody was trying to police it, and nobody were trying to look to get mad on Twitter. People were just looking for the vibes. They're just vibing.
Well, there's also a woman who tweeted something about it's misogynistic, or like the reason that guys like short women is because it's easier to control them. Like that's somebody
that's not
else
as
that,
funny as the wheelchair one.
well, no, that's not an offensive one. That's like that's a tweet from somebody who's
That's
like
a
overly woke.
scientific thought.
So here's the thing, Devin, you're not on Twitter. There's a whole sect of Twitter that their whole thing is being overly woke and saying all this shit that is just like completely ridiculous to try and be like, oh my God, you really do care. And so they just say this outlandish shit that's not really a real thing to try and seem like they get it and they're a better person than you. So and this was a woman that said it. She's like, hey guys, let's not lose sight of the fact that guys only like short women because it's easier to control them. And she seriously said that. So she's lucky that she tweeted that on the same day as Bean Dad, because she's not the main character today of Twitter. Bean Dad wins.
Is she just a person, or is she a person with like a lot of followers where a lot of people would have seen this?
So Bean Dad guy has a decent amount of followers. I don't.
From what?
I think
Doing
Seeing
puzzles? This guy's
beans.
doing puzzles and opening beans. Why does he have so many people following?
It's a big bush beans guy.
All right. Well, let me let me look it up. I'm gonna try
I
and
mean,
I'm gonna.
I just don't. What's the appeal to this guy doing puzzles and being mean to his kid? Like, why some people like, yeah, I fuck with this guy.
No,
It's
that's
funny.
not his thing. Like he was a guy. He already had a verified
What
account.
did he do? And
Hold
could
on.
you just be a regular person and you post something stupid like the guys like short girls thing, and then all of a sudden your life's
It's-
over?
I
You
mean,
gotta
it's
get some
usually
pivotal retweets from
Is
people.
this Black Mirror? Are we living Black Mirror already?
We're not living in Black Mirror, but like it's somebody like you've already got usually some type of following.
So let's say
Um,
you're a
it's-
relatively successful podcast, and I start retweeting some shit. Am I gonna be trending?
Yeah.
And canceled on Twitter?
Just go onto our Twitter and just retweet the most ridiculous shit you can find.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
would do that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this guy's got at like 44,000 followers.
Why?
He does something. It's
Is-
not like he's got that many followers because he's fucking Bean Dad.
Can
Like,
I go?
He's a
I-
verified
That's why I
Twitter
got
account. Yeah.
millions.
Wait, can I go back to the height thing? Does that work in reverse? Like if a woman finds a short guy and she's taller than him, does she dominate the? So that's not even a sexism thing. That's a heightism thing, more so. So you're against short people.
Well, I mean, let's take a vote.
Shortest.
Are any of the girls you're with taller than you?
All right, what are you trying to put me on the
Then
hot
you're
seat? I'm with
misogynist.
one girl, and I don't know why you're trying to put me into a
I'm
box.
not opposed to women that are tall. I just happen to be with one that's not. I don't
Yeah,
know what to
the
tell
fact-
you.
The,
I can't
the
help
facts,
it.
the
Can't
facts
help 'em
speak for
taller.
themselves. You guys like to dominate women, and now
Yeah.
it's out there, and now everybody knows.
You
I'm
just
also
said-
I found on Twitter somebody replied to Bean Dad's tweet with tweets of him using racial and ethnic slurs.
Oh, they're getting Bean Dad. They got Bean Dad.
Bean Dad is very canceled. Ken Jennings is borderline canceled.
No.
So he's getting
Listen.
canceled because of the tweets that Bean Dad's basically doing. Essentially, they're trying to get him for anything, but he's gonna get got because he knows Bean Dad more so than anything that he's tweeted. So that's got even more fucked.
Well, yeah, so they try
That's
and
messed
ruin
up.
the life of the guy that said the Bean Dad stuff, and then anybody that's ancillarily connected, that's a word now, connected to him and cancel him. That's just kind of how it works. And that,
Wow.
again, is why you never want to be Twitter's main character for the day.
A guy known as Bean Dad saying racist shit online. Wow, I'm surprised.
John Roderick,
Johnny
So-
boy,
you picked the wrong day to tweet about your kid and
Fuck you.
beans.
you're gonna regret not opening that can of beans, you son of a bitch.
Was it worth it? Not only that it took your kids 6 hours to open the can, but now that you've been
Just
canceled,
so I know, did he videotape himself telling his daughter to figure this shit out, or did he just like say what happened? Just
yeah,
so I
no.
got-
So he tweeted a thread, which is essentially you
Okay.
send a tweet and then you reply
He
to your
knows what
own
a
tweet. But
thread
there
is.
was, well, you got to double check.
Right.
But there was like 30, legitimately like 30 tweets in the thread of him
Okay.
telling this story. So it was a long story.
So I'm saying that's a lot of time to take out of your day instead of just opening a fucking can.
He could have completed a whole other puzzle,
Yeah.
probably.
This could have easily went this way. Dad, I'm hungry. I want these beans. Can you open it? Yeah, sure.
Also, like
That's
your
it,
kid
end
just,
scene.
your
That's
kid just
done.
eating beans out of a can. Like what
Pores,
is-
the pores over there, spending thousands on puzzles. They're eating fucking canned beans.
Yeah, puzzles are like $20 minimum. You got your kid eating beans out of a spoon over a campfire. It's got like a stick with a fucking bandana tied around it and all of her belongings, and she
It's
just
like-
goes from house to house.
It's like that drill tweet. Somebody, please. I'm getting foreclosed on. Somebody help me with my finances. $50 food, $100 electricity, $10,000 puzzles. Please fix this. And I can't change my puzzles budget.
Someone who's good at the economy, help me. My family is dying.
Good at the economy.
So this episode goes out to you, Bean Dad, for tweeting
recap.
one of the worst Twitter threads I've ever seen, and then also being a piece of shit, apparently.
One of the worst Twitter threads, and then one of the worst follow-ups to a Twitter thread, and some of the worst replies to a Twitter thread ever.
Yeah, yeah. Just really bungled
Nope.
the whole day.
Adam Silver takes away his puzzle.
Yeah. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, he should have immediately thrown his phone away. But so that was really what I wanted to talk about.
It's funny comments.
Anything else?
I heard the little girl got caught too saying racist shit. Saying some fucking outlandish stuff.
Couldn't figure out the can
talking about
opener, but
Bean
she sure
Girl?
knew how to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bean daughter definitely knew how to work her way around Twitter back in 2011.
The Bean Girl. They're getting her ass.
Bean Girl canceled.
Roaster.
Bean Dad canceled. Ken Jennings canceled. Didn't see this happening yesterday. All right. I'll see ya.
See you guys.
Go Bears. Go Bills. Go Browns.
Go Bears.
Oh, Bears.